Hello, Cancer, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read for you, and this is going to run from December 16th through the 31st, 2019, the last half of the year. Wow, huh? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a quick 3 cards on you right now to get just a quick temperature check of you, and then we'll move into you and who, which could be the other person, or it could be that other person could be a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could even be a friend or family member, or even a person of interest. In fact, even one side or another side in terms of a situation. Okay, so there you have it. So let's see what wants to come out and play. Okay, now this is a general read, so that goes without saying. So if you'd like a personal read, go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below. All right, so let's see what is going on for you. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards here. I do want to thank all of you that have ordered the Beyond the Read sessions. Thank you so much. Super excited. Then, really making some big changes for people. And that's one of the most beautiful things. And if you are interested in really reading of any sort of negative emotions that might be holding you back in terms of a relationship, maybe in your work or, just in life overall, and you really want to, release any, excess baggage before you move into the new year, this is the time to do it. So if you are interested in that, you do want to click Beyond the Read up here, okay? And that's if you see a pattern. A lot of times when we get reads, we tend to see some sort of pattern that consistently gets in the way. That is your sign. That is your signal, okay? So do check that out. And of course, if you're not sure what it is that you need, outside of a read, perhaps maybe you need a little bit more of, inspiration, motivation, maybe a little bit more, accountability and clarity, taking you from, maybe just, if you're here and you want to be here, it's just going to, kind of closing the gap. This is the perfect time to do it. And so if you are interested in kind of looking to see what type of services we offer that cover that, you do want to check our discovery check out our discovery read there, where we can actually sit down and spend a little bit of time on one-on-one together and determine what your personal challenges are, and then what services we might have to be able to assist you in that. Okay, so you do want to check that out, and that one's complimentary too. So okay, so do check that out. But without further ado, I've already pulled your cards, so this is interesting. So what we've got here, Cancers, we've got revelation. Okay, so this is what we've got: some sort of eye-opening experience, I believe. Okay, something that has really come to you that is actually allowed you to gain some insight, and it could be in a relationship or in a situation. Okay, and it's eye-opening is what I see here. Okay, so it is quite beautiful here. The interesting thing is that perhaps it has been something that has been hidden. Perhaps that maybe you've been just kind of, excuse me, I don't know why I had to yawn, but maybe it's been something that was been tiring you. That's all I can think about. That's my excuse right there. Okay, guys. But yeah, I think that maybe finally something has been, just really, hounding you, and just didn't know kind of quite how to understand that. But I think there's been some sort of transformation because of this revelation, is, so to speak. The next card that you get is co-creation. So I think that you might be co-creating with another. Perhaps you're with a partner. It might have to do with love. Okay, so this is what's coming out here. Or, it could be co-creation in terms of a business venture of some sort as well. You could also be co-creating with the universe in terms of making some sort of transformation. This kind of plays off this card here, which is saying some sort of transformative, eye-opening experience has taken place. And again, this could be in a relationship, in a situation, or in your personal life overall. Maybe it's under self-improvement and transformation there. Okay, which is beautiful. But I do believe that you are working with the universe in terms of your co-creation, and you have actually experienced some type of transformation because of that, and a greater perspective And I really believe it has to do with love, and it could be with loving yourself, because you see the heart here, or it could be in a partnership, okay, because they do talk about co-creation. So perhaps you're co-creating with another, okay, let alone with the universe overall and your source, all right? So that's what I see here. And more, not only a revelation, but you get an illumination. So you're just eye-opening experiences all over the place for you, Cancer. So this is beautiful. Yeah, this is illumination. Again, it's really, really focusing on your third eye. So illumination has, obviously taken place for you, and that's quite beautiful, right? And I think this illumination has allowed you to make a lot more long-term plans, or it allows you to look long-term, okay? But that's what I'm seeing here. So this is quite beautiful, okay? And I really truly believe it's about coming together. It's some sort of unity with someone. So there's been some sort of illumination as it pertains perhaps to a partnership that you have, a situation where there's two people, one side versus another. There's been some illumination there, which is quite beautiful. So that's exactly what I see there, right? And perhaps this illumination leads to an opportunity for you both to contribute within the relationship or within the situation, okay? So there you have it. I mean, this is just a quick little draw. I wanted to see what would actually come out. But what I want to do is to move into you and who, which again would be you and the other person. So let's see what wants to come out. Let me put these aside over here. So what is it? So guys, so I'm recording this a couple days before the full moon in Gemini, and then we have got a full moon next coming in the year 2020, which would be on January 10th, I believe. Okay. Yeah, because there's a new moon on my birthday, and I always remember it's on the 24th. But yeah, so there we have it. So how interesting. So yeah, I think with the one coming up in Cancer, because I already addressed the one in Gemini, that's coming up. It's about thinking big. So between the previous I think the moon was in Scorpio prior to Gemini, and I think what was happening at that time, it was between that and between the 12th of December is where you want to think really, really big and start putting in the work for it to see the product of or the rewards of your labor. So in a couple of days, you'll be able to see that, because I'm recording this on December 10th, okay? So those for you that have been putting in the hard work are going to see that on December 12th. But you have time, and you're going to see the fruits of your labor. If you want to make some changes and such, you can do that. The full moon that's coming up in January is going to be in Cancer, and that's about it's going to be kind of an emotional time. It's about family, home life, and kind of that type of thing. So just keep that in mind too. Okay, but more about that later. So let's see what is going on for you. What's the current situation? Okay, reflection. How interesting. So taking the time to reflect. Now it could be in terms of a love situation. So it could be the case, guys, because you see the green here. The green is all about that heart chakra, right? So that's what's coming into play, and it's quite beautiful. So what it's telling me is that you've taken some time to reflect on this relationship or on this situation, okay? And what this is telling me is that that you're drawing a lot of wisdom through observation, okay? And this is about maybe in your connection within a relationship or your connection with others or in a situation. This is saying to go deeper, okay? It wants you to go deeper. And in terms of the connection itself. So Cancer, this is what it's telling you to do, because there's, through the layers, you are going to gain a lot more understanding and be also more at peace as well. So that's what's coming out to play here. So that's what I feel, that, just draw your own meaning from any sort of situation, and be considerate, be very considerate, be very thoughtful, in the process. but there has been some sort of reflection. I think you're really reflecting on how you would like to move forward. Especially a lot of us do that because, yes, we're approaching the new year, right? So that's what I see. So I'm going to clarify with the tarot and see what wants to come out your current situation. This is saying to persevere. So it probably means to go a little bit deeper. Not sure if you're working with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you're taking on this energy in persevering and going deeper in terms of the reflection. But this is saying to continue to persevere, in that way. Anything else that wants to come out here for you here? It's just saying as you continue to persevere, your conclusions are within reach. Okay, this is good. Okay, so if you want to go deeper, you're trying to find a solution to a particular situation. Perhaps it's your love life, and you're trying to search for meaning and kind of reflect on it right now. This is saying that your conclusions are within reach. So keep persevering. Okay, so that's what's coming into play here. So let's see what your challenges are. Okay, so let's see what your challenges are and what that looks like. What is that for you here? Let's see. Look at reflection, and then you get contemplation. Wow. So this just basically tells me is that you are spending a lot of time meditating. There's no doubt. This is about taking the moment of time to look at the situation, let alone reflect. But contemplation is, it's almost about, I really feel that it wants you to think about that situation at hand and think things over, as you meditate, as you go for your walks in your own time and space. Okay, Cancer, because this is saying is that it wants you to approach a person with a lot more careful consideration, that careful contemplation, right? And slowly, okay? So that's what's coming into play here, okay? So you might know who this person is already. I have a feeling that you already know this person. So that's what seems to be coming up for me that I feel here. So this is saying is that, really have this gentle inner light within you, and really you really just contemplate as you move forward and move slowly with this individual. Okay, and that's what the opportunity is. Now the challenge is that you won't. So this is just saying, is giving you kind of a heads up about that. The opportunity is that you will. Now let's see what the tarot has to say about this, because we're going to pull that out and see what that is on contemplation. Okay, it could be having to deal with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. That, again, I feel this is someone that you already know, okay? So note your comments below, but this is what I'm feeling. It's just kind of the feeling that I'm getting. It's about a cup of love. So if you're going to be offering a cup of love, or this person has done that, offered a cup of love to you, or, vice versa. It might be a fellow, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as well. So just approach this person very slowly and honestly. This is being very transparent. So this is really good. I love seeing this. So the opportunity is just to contemplate, move slow, be honest, through the process, and especially if someone's coming to you, because you might have a fellow sign. But this is saying not to let the past hold you back. So the opportunity is not to let the past hold you back. Okay, this is really, really great, because a lot of us tend to do that sometimes, and we're not letting go of this. And this is the perfect time, especially as we approach the end of the year, and it's all about kind of forgiving and cleaning the slate so you can move forward into this beautiful new year with some fresh energy. All right, so that's what I see here. So if you have a problem with some of these past issues, then beyond the read. Okay, so do check that out. All right, so let's move on into is what you need to focus on. Okay, so what is it that you need to focus on? What is it? Gateway. The gateway is an opportunity that is in hand. You see the open door? There is a gateway or an open door, and that door is green, which means your heart chakra, right? So this is saying is that you're going to be enlightened, okay, by that, maybe perhaps that was hidden before. And this is saying there is a gateway, there is an opportunity, and what you need to focus on is that opportunity. So if there's an opportunity to clear things up, if there's an opportunity to say how you feel, if there's an opportunity with someone that you love, or in a situation at work, or whatever you find yourself in, this is saying to go ahead and know that that is the case. But I'm going to pull a tarot and see what further information wants to give him. Yeah, there is an opportunity, but this opportunity is going to bring a lot of good vibration. So this, I would say, is to definitely keep your focus on this gateway or opportunity that is at hand, because it's going to make you feel wonderful. Okay, it could make you feel like a new kid again, and it's beautiful. This is a lot of sunshine, a lot of passion, a lot of positive vibes. So yeah, this is saying it's a good thing. Okay, so what you want to focus on is that opportunity at a gateway and the good vibrations that can become of it, and to know that you are good enough. Okay, this should be the message for the whole year. Okay, before you move into the new year, so you already know it. Okay, so that's what this is coming through. Know that you are good enough. Let's take a look real quick at what your strength is. What is your strength? Okay, what is your strength right now? What is it? Self-mastery. Love this, Cancer. I think you've been doing a lot of work as it pertains to personal improvement and personal development. And this is probably how you were at maybe the beginning of the year, and this is what you're moving towards and near the end of this year. So you've really made some big, big changes, which is just, I so congratulate you on this. I'm so proud of you guys. This is really great. And your strength is being that self-mastery, recognizing things as they come up so you can quickly fix them if there's a little bit of a wobble. So I love seeing that. So self-mastery is really key. Now, it could have to do in terms of this relationship or just you and your own personal improvement in terms of all that. So just note that. This is quite beautiful. All right. Anything else that wants to come through? Yeah. I think that you got this self-mastery based upon an ending that had taken place. Okay. Something kind of moved you in to create some sort of change, or some change was brought upon you so you can actually achieve this self-mastery. So, quite frankly, this is a good tower moment, okay? And that's what I'm going to say about that, because it really brought you into some really, really big changes, and you did a lot of meditating and contemplation. I swear we get a lot of contemplation here. We get, a lot of reflection and another contemplation here. You have been doing a lot of thinking and a lot of work. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here. But that's really coming into play. So, that's what I see here. And after the tower, and contemplating and meditating, you get to the point where you've got the 10 of Cups. Wow. This is your strength right now. Emotional fulfillment. Okay. Really emotional fulfillment. Happy life. Okay. So this is beautiful. Sometimes, like I said, this was a good tower because it brought you here. Right. And then you did a lot of self-mastery to get there. Okay. So great job. Great job, guys. Really great job. Let's move into the near future and see what wants to come out. Okay. What's in the near future? What does that look like? What is it? Timeless Earth. Okay. So when I get this card, this reminds me of the seasons, okay, that we can count on the seasons as being timeless. It's like winter, spring, summer, or fall, right? And they're all moving, in its timeless way, okay? And just like you, that you're also improving and you're going through changes, right? And even though you might experience this as the same season, you're feeling a different way based upon the mastery that you've gained from, this relationships and in your life that have been served up to you, those, these opportunities. You have grown and you have just up-leveled and up-leveled. So it's so beautiful. But so timeless Earth is in the near future. So let me see what wants to come out. This is saying surrender to the divine. Nature has a way to teach us things. And so also co-creating with the universe is going to really, really help. But it is saying to surrender to the divine. In something that you might not know. You've been doing a lot of heavy lifting, and this is about coming to the end. So it's coming to an end, and this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. And, the tens are about completion. So you've come to an end in a certain situation, and then you are offered the opportunity to enter into the Fool's journey. So this is actually, kind of the coming home and then the new beginning. Okay. the 10 moving into the, starting all over again. So this is quite beautiful. You've got a new opportunity that's at hand right in the near future. You're going to have a decision that you're going to have to make. Again, and this could have to do with the Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So do note that, okay? And it's just a change of perspective of what's necessary. You might be a little stuck a little bit in that, but this is saying a change of perspective is going to help you. Just wait. It's two options. And so you could just, focus on which one that you feel in the best direction. And I really feel in this situation that which one to take if you actually calmly use your confidence and really sit down and look at them both and make that decision or create some sort of different perspective, because it's saying that confidence is going to be your key to success. Okay, so confidence will be your key to success. So be confident and know that you can make this decision. And keep in mind too is that it's not that it's just a decision in that particular time, and things can change, and you could still be on your path. So I always feel that a decision you make is you do with the best of your ability at that point. And then you move on to the next step. But it's to know that you're always learning and growing and going through this and changing like the timeless earth here. So confidence is going to be your key to success. Now, how do you need to move forward? What's the best way to move forward? Okay, what does that look like for you, Cancer? What is that here? Shelter. Interesting. So let's see what this talks about. So this is interesting. So how you need to move forward. Perhaps you're taking more time because this is talking about, this is about knowing where you're at right now. Okay. This is about knowing where you're at right now. And this is about, rest if you need to, and don't allow your heart to harden or your light to fade. So it doesn't want you to, based upon the lessons that we have learned in the past, not to hide from that, and take a little bit of time to reflect and contemplate, and then come out. Your best way to move forward is to rest and take the time that you need to. Okay. I don't know if you hear there's sirens out there, so it's kind of like a warning that it's going to be important for you to rest and take the time that you need. So if that's the case, but this is saying is that this is saying that there's love that is all around you, that you are safe and you are at home. I want to see what wants to come out in terms of the shelter. What wants to come out on how to move forward. Shelter. Take the rest that you need for the moment, but don't stay there forever because the world needs you. Okay. Yeah, you get an opportunity, an Ace of Wands. So this is a beautiful opportunity that's coming at hand. So it doesn't want you to stay there for too long, Cancer. Okay. And any other advice that we could give you coming through? The Ace of Wands. Huh? Interesting. There is a win-win for situation. It's a win-win forecast that's coming up. You might be dealing with a Libra, okay? Very much well could be the case, but whatever it is, it's going to be balancing you out a little bit better, okay? And I think by getting the rest that you need in terms of moving forward, that's going to help, okay? Now, what is it that you don't know, okay? Let's take a look at what it is that you don't know, okay? Let's see what that is for you. What is that? Let's see. What is it? Tapestry. So I think this is an opportunity for you to, with this new journey that's coming up in the near future, that you've got an opportunity to really take this, this world and kind of make it your own. Okay. So it's like really this beautiful, beautiful tapestry that is creating its background. It's creating its own journey in its own world. So this is about healing the past, and that the divine is there to heal your past, and and to protect you on your present situation, and know that there is a lot of hope and have a lot of faith for the future is what this is talking about. Yeah. So this is saying that there could be a situation that requires a different approach. And so this is saying if you tackle that one big issue, it's going to take care of a lot of the little ones. So this might have to deal with some maybe sort of personal development. If you tackle one issue, it could take care of the others. And I find that so interesting because on our Beyond the Read, when you tackle it, whether it's fear, guilt, shame, jealousy, or whatever, when you tackle one, a lot of times it has a domino effect and it hits the others. And this has happened almost every session that I've had. I can't even imagine. It's quite interesting. So if you're having an issue with this, that this is something that you do want to check out and book a discovery session up here to talk about that. But I'm going to clarify this because I want to see what wants to come out. Let's use the tarot and see what wants to come out in terms of tapestry. There's something that might be a complex situation. I think you're really looking long term for yourself. This is the threes, and threes are about being creative. It's about beauty. It's about looking forward to the future, knowing that you've made some progress and you're continuing. And it could be this personal development, Cancer, that you're working on, or in this relationship. Yeah, or it could be even just your livelihood. And then I get the Nine of Pentacles. So I don't know if you might have Earth in your chart. If not, you might be dealing with another Earth sign, or you're taking on this type of Earth energy and looking long term related to your foundation, your money, in that type of thing. It very much well could be the case. Okay, so yeah, and it might have to do, your tapestry also might have to do with childhood situations. This is it's a Six of Cups. This is interesting because this is talking to me about this is talking about growth, okay, from your childhood to now. And I think you're getting over childhood situations, thought patterns or beliefs that perhaps had served you then but are not serving you any longer, and so now you are making some changes to that. Okay, but yeah, making some big changes, and that's what I see. So what is your overall outcome? What is that? Let's take a look at what that is for you. What's your overall outcome? What is it? Okay, patience. Continue to have patience. All right, so being patient with yourself, guys, is what's coming through here. Okay, patience in this relationship or in this situation or with yourself. Okay, because it has to do with your stability. Okay, so patience in your emotional stability, your financial stability, or you're in this relationship stability that's coming through. Yeah, that's what I see here. Have patience because you're getting the clarity is coming through here. This is an opportunity. This is quite beautiful. This is the clarity, and this is success. This is success there. So have patience. Success is going to come from this, okay? And whatever answer that you're looking for, I think is going to help. Anything else from the moon cards that can help? Oh my gosh, you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, so if you are concerned with you and your family of anything of the sort, that's what's coming into play. And then anything else, it is time to take action. Okay, so that's what's coming into play. So as it relates to your foundation, as it relates to this clarity, once you receive this clarity, it wants you to take action on it. Okay, so be sure, Cancer, that you do that. All right, so that's what I see here, guys. So I hope that this resonates with you in some way, shape, or form, and I look forward to seeing you in the next new year. Okay, I should say the next year or this upcoming new year. So until then, namaste.